Everyone watching this video right now, I want to make a couple of announcements first. First off, I think that this Let's Play has been going for longer than it should be, so I've actually started to I created a different setup on how I'm going to be like pacing this Let's Play series. So basically what I'm going to do is that if there's ever a time where I feel like I'm just backtracking through different areas over and over again, I personally don't want you to just get bored of just watching me just go through the same areas, because I don't really think you would ever want to watch that. So if there's ever a point where I get stuck, I'll just do a bunch of stuff off screen and then start recording whenever I find a new area, or if I'm able to like go back to an old area and do a couple things I wasn't able to do before. So that's how I'm going to be doing it from now on. I'm sorry if you don't really like that sort of pacing, but again, I think this Let's Play has been going for a very long time, and a majority of it is just me backtracking through the same area over and over and over again. So, yeah, that's how I'm going to be doing it for the time being. So, with all that out of the way, hello everyone, I am Benjamin Contreras, and welcome to part 22 of my Castlevania Symphony of the Night Let's Play. Now, the first thing that you'll notice that is different about this is that I actually got a couple power-ups off screen, one of them being this little person right here. This is the fairy familiar that I actually got in the hidden library, but I actually need something in the hidden library in order to even get this. So that thing that I got was the bat transformation, so now I can fly through different areas, which, now that we have that, we're able to explore many more areas that I couldn't do because I, well, wasn't able to actually go to that area. So the first area we're going to be going to is the clock tower, and I will explain why when we get there. And it's right here. And I just walked out of the room. There we go. Now, as you can see right there, there is a lot of stuff on the upper right corner that I wasn't able to do, but now that I can fly, I will be able to do just that. There we go. And now we got this. Now, what this does is basically it gives your bat transformation an actual weapon to use. But the reason why I never actually used it is because, as you can see on the top, the blue meter, you probably can't see it because the brightness is super glaring on this. But basically there's a magic meter, and basically that takes up a lot of magic, and your bat transformation also takes away a lot of magic. So it's not very much of a like reliable source of attacking, since it'll basically be counterproductive on what you're trying to do. And I also believe that there are some items that we couldn't get before. Let's take a look at what these items are. I already have that. A shield, which I don't need. And the less. Let's actually test this out. I want to first go on this platform first. Yeah, I guess I can use that for a while. So now that we're more or less done with the clock tower, we are now able to go to some more areas that, now that we have our back transformation, we're able to get to. Remember when I first got to this area and I wasn't even I was gonna say that I remember when I went to this area for the first time, and I kept on falling down those pits over and over again. And now I like have no problem with it at all. And now everything is foggy. I'm not quite sure if I actually mentioned this in one of my parts when I didn't mean to do that. When, like, the first few episodes I did of the series, back when I wasn't even sure if this was going to be a series. At least I don't think it was. I'm not quite sure. But, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this area is actually unique compared to the other areas in the castle because... Wow, I could have actually used that teleporter. The reason why this area is different and unique is because there are, like, different weather conditions that can happen in this place. So... Like, for example, usually it was just very clear and fine, but now it's extremely foggy. And I think there's also, like, a rain sort of condition where, like, you hear, like, rain sounds outside, and when you look through the wall, you can actually see rain coming out of the sides. I think that's a pretty cool effect. Now, why do I keep on pressing that button? Is this the area we need to go to? No. And Alucard's cape is flickering. Let's see. I think this is an area we can go to. Yep, it is. Wrong button. There we go. I'm so used to playing games where the right trigger is like the main action button. Like, I keep on pressing it and I keep on getting the wolf transformation, which is never what I'm trying to do. Also, speaking of which, we can actually get another power-up from... Since we have this. Since we have the bat transformation, but right now we're just going up this gigantic tower. And there seems to be spikes on the top there. And there's actually like undead people like going through the window. Or like you know what I'm talking about. It's the little things that they have, and like how he's like walking to the side and he like fades in. I think that's a very cool effect. I don't need that. Okay. What is down here? Whatever it is, there's a whole lot of broken areas. Let's see, do I need this? I don't think so. Let's see what's over here. Actually, this might be a good time to use this. So, like, the main thing that makes the wolf transformation unique is that it, like, if you like double tap the direction it's moving in, then it'll go like slightly faster, and that'll actually be very, very helpful later on when we have to get back to the beginning area. And we actually have a boss fight. I actually didn't really think we could do this. Let's see who it is. Let me just turn it up a little bit. That's actually a little bit too loud. I just realized I'm about to die. And I think that boss fight was an appropriate time to end this episode. I actually don't really know how long I've actually been doing this, so hopefully we won't have to do any sort of like extremely annoying editing where we have to, you know what I'm talking about. I can only do like videos up to 15 minutes, and I didn't even pay attention to the clock on how long I've been doing this. So if this has to be edited in some way, I apologize. But yeah, this has been part 22, and stay tuned for part 23.